Guys, this is Mr. Joshy J, and in this video I'm going to talk about Fernando Alonso, why I've been really disappointed with his performances so far. Michael Schumacher, he came back into the sport for a second time, and he's never quite the same driver ever since. So far, Fernando Alonso has been outperformed by Esteban Ocon majority of the time. I mean, I thought Fernando Alonso would outperform Ocon, but fair play to Ocon. Ocon's done a much better job so far, but for Fernando Alonso, he doesn't do too bad in the races, but qualifying performance recently have been shocking. Now, I had high hopes of Fernando Alonso that he was going to deliver, but it looks like the same thing is happening again as it did with Michael Schumacher when he came back for a second time. Just didn't look like he had it in him anymore, but it's still quite early in the season, and hopefully he can turn it around, but so far, just not been good enough. Fernando Alonso way below his usual standards, and I'm sure Alpine would want his performances to improve, but for Fernando Alonso, he just needs to stick at it, and hopefully he will become good. I mean, he's been a driver to criticise teams in public, like calling the McLaren Honda a GP2 engine, and then Fernando Alonso went amazing because it's so slow, the car. But he was in an absolute rubbish Ferrari car, and he almost won the world title. So, Fernando Alonso has been let down by poor cars, and he could have had many more drivers' titles, but unfortunately, he lost to Sebastian Vettel in 2012. Brazil, he made an epic save where he almost dropped it, but made an epic save, Fernando Alonso. But yeah, I'm sure he will get there, but to me, in the moment, he's just not delivering and not quite showing the potential what he should, Fernando Alonso. But I'm going to be interested to see how he does the rest of the season, because he's definitely underperforming, which will be a concern for the Alpine team, but I'm pretty sure he will get it right, because race pace is not actually too bad, but sometimes I think he selects the wrong strategy and he ends up dropping back down the field. But as I said, you've got to give Ocon credit, because I was expecting Fernando Alonso to beat Ocon all day long, but give credit when it's due to Esteban Ocon. Absolutely fantastic so far. Fernando Alonso, he is an entertaining driver, and I want it to work out for him, but what I saw at the moment, he is so far, to me, the most disappointing driver in the season, Fernando Alonso. He started his career with Minardi, and then he's with Renault. Of course, in 2005, 2006, won 2 drivers' titles for Renault, which is absolutely fantastic. 2007, almost won the hat-trick of titles, but Kimi Raikkonen won the championship that year in the Ferrari. Yeah, so Fernando Alonso, he could have had many more wins and drivers' titles, but let down by poor cars. Of course, he's raced in the Indy 500, was doing well in that, but what happened? His Honda engine went bang, so he has had a lot of bad luck, but to me, he should just stick at it, and hopefully he will become good in the end. But as I said, so far, the most disappointing driver of 2021 for me, Fernando Alonso, so far. So in the comments, let me know down below what you think of Fernando Alonso. Do you think he can improve on his performances? And do you think he can get better at qualifying? So let me know down below. Yep, and I'll see you soon for another video. Fernando Alonso, massive fan of Fernando Alonso, but got to improve. Bye-bye.